Hello friends, and welcome to Gardening with Creekside. Happy early July 4th. I cannot believe that it is here, but it is. Couple little housekeeping things before we get into some gorgeous, beautiful plants. Online right now, it actually started yesterday, 25% off all perennials and all shrubs. So run, do not walk, and go to the website www.gardeningwithcreekside.com. 25% off all perennials and shrubs. This is online only, okay? I'm gonna say it one more time. The 25% off the perennials and the shrubs is online only. Now, my customers who are coming here are like, Jenny, that is so not fair. Why in the world would you do that? Well, we're gonna show some love to the online folks, but my local people, my people who are coming to the garden center this Saturday only, so that'll be the day after July 4th, because we're closed on July 4th, by the way, July the 5th, come to the nursery, 20% off your order. Whatever you get, 20% off the top of your order. So you want to get summerific hibiscus, you want to get some gorgeous hydrangeas, you want to get unique stone, you want to get biotone, you want to get an auger, you want to get whatever it is that we have. It is 20% off your entire order for Saturday, July the 5th only, for in-store customers. So just to repeat one more time to make sure there is no confusion for my sweet folks who are sitting in the background who are not paying attention. Online, 25% off perennials and shrubs going on right now. Saturday, July the 5th, 20% off your entire order for here at the garden center only. One day only. We have literally never done this before. So come see us. We are closed on July the 4th. Happy 4th. Y'all have fun, stay safe, and stay cool. All right, now let's talk about some fantastic summerific plants that you can add to your garden right now. Okay. If you haven't noticed, it's hot, right? And it's July, and it's toasty, and it's warm. There are certain plants that we want to plant that are, well, rather do really well when you plant them when it's warm. Case in point, the summerific hibiscus. Y'all, if you do not have a summerific hibiscus, you need to get this. The only reason that I can think of that you would say, I don't have a summerific and I can't have one, is if you have a very, very shady garden. Mimi even has one or two out in her sunniest spots. They are beautiful. I've got a cookies and cream. This is one of the newest ones to the family that is blooming right now. So they come in all shapes and sizes. So cookies and cream is going to be a nice shorter one. It's a gumdrop. It's short and wide. Dark foliage, pure white flower on it. Then we have next door, we missed her bloom by one day. This is Edge of Night, and Edge of Night has even darker foliage and a really like iridescent pink bloom. So if you want pinks, whites, reds, different shades of pink, this is what you want to get. Of course, then we have the Lilac Crush, which is one of my absolute favorites. It is a lilac, but it will have blue hues to it. Just depends on how the sun hits it and how old the plant is, like the flower is rather. They'll have those blue hues, and they are beautiful. So all the summerifics, these are perennial hibiscus. They will come back year after year after year. They thrive in the heat and the humidity. If you have a damp area, they really, really thrive. Put it on irrigation, great. And if you don't have them on irrigation, guess what? They still will do phenomenally well. These are 3 gallons. So in-store customers, this Saturday, 20% off these and everything else. Another thing that I am super excited about that is thriving in my garden right now is the Rocksteady Vitex. This is a chase tree. It is one of the newer introductions from Proven Winners. It does these beautiful like purple, blue flowers. As you can see, the pollinators love it. It will turn into a small tree. Think a small crepe myrtle. That kind of shape to it, multi-trunk, will have some shape to it, and it blooms and blooms. The difference between Rocksteady and other Vitex trees, because Vitexes are very, very popular, is that this will bloom 3 to 4 weeks longer than other traditional Vitexes. Seeing right here, the azaleas are blooming. This is that Perfecto Mundo double pink. So the Perfecto Mundos are those repeat blooming azaleas, and they are blooming. So this is their summer bloom. I find that their summer bloom tends to be a little less prolific than the spring and the fall, but I see a red Oh, that's the tag. Never mind. But these are great. So these are the double pinks. They are blooming. Of course, your gardenias are blooming. We've got the panicle hydrangeas. Gorgeous. And it is warm. We're about lunchtime here. Jenny got a late start. And so, okay, Echinacea. If you love Echinacea, this is a great time to plant it. They thrive in the heat. Echinacea is one of those perennials that you do not want to plant in the fall. You want to plant it in the spring into summer. And my gosh, y'all, we have got colors galore here. The white is the price is white from Proven Winners. Big, huge, just so you can kind of get an idea of how nice and big those are. Of course, Echinaceas are great because your pollinators love them. This is gonna be 20 to 22 inches tall. Echinaceas are hardy in zones 4 to 8. They love the sun. This is the one in a melon. I love one in a melon. Nice, big, beautiful. We have got, who is this? Yellow My Darling. So Yellow My Darling, a beautiful yellow. You can see we've got honeybees, we've got bumblebees, we have got down here, we have got the Sombrero series. So we have got those. And we have, they are not quite, I'm gonna come stand over here in the shade just for a second. We're gonna find them here in just a second. But this is that double coated butter pecan. And you can see we're just getting some buds here. But the butter pecan is a double bloom. Nice, soft yellow. It is beautiful, and it's gonna be a little bit shorter, 18 to 20 inches tall. So we've got those. Perfect time. I know that you're sweating. I'm sweating when we're out in the garden, but Echinaceas do great. Oh, here they are. So here is some of the butter pecans that are a little bit further open. So Cece and Brittany are doing a fantastic job today, kind of getting everything restocked, put back out, rearranging. So if you've been to the garden center this week, last week, this week's gonna be totally different. And then case in point, this is evening rose, summerific evening rose hibiscus. There are 3 of them here. And so if you question how prolific the blooms are, how big they get, this is gorgeous. And y'all, the perennial hibiscus die all the way back every winter. So this growth is literally from this year, and they don't start really growing until the end of April. Evening rose has nice dark foliage to it, and of course those beautiful electric pink blooms. We literally can see it from the front porch. Like, we were having our coffee this morning and I was like, Jerry, look. Oh yes, sedums. So another plant that would love to be planted right now are your sedums. Sedums love it hot and dry. This is the back in black. Look at that beautiful, nice dark foliage. These are going to be about 2 feet tall. That includes the bloom, hardy in zones 3 to 9. The thing with sedums, I would say put them in a well-draining area. Like, this pot is completely dry. Like, it is bone dry. That's how they like drier conditions. So putting a sedum with a summerific, probably not the best choice because of their water conditions and requirements. And we're gonna come move to the shade because, whew, heavens to Betsy, it is warm out there in the sun. So another thing that absolutely loves the heat and the humidity are the Hollywood hibiscus. Now, the Hollywood are going to be annuals. They are not perennial hibiscus. Let me flip this one around for you a little bit. We had them here so that they could get lots of extra water. So these hibiscus, again, love the heat, love the humidity, have that beautiful, I think this is the only color that we have left. This is Rico Suave. So unless you bring it in over the winter, it's gonna die. Like, the freeze and the frost is going to kill it. If you, yeah, 20% off on Friday, that's right. So if you wanna keep it over winter, you're gonna have to bring it indoors and it would be fine. Otherwise, just treat it like an annual, enjoy it for the season, and then there you go. Let's see if I can find, let's go to the shade. Can we go to the shade? That would be lovely. So, 20% off. Come on, let's go. Some new things as we're walking by, the Delospermas. These are the brand new ones this year. You have got Pink Radiance, and then you've got Razzle Dazzle. These are those perennials, great ground cover. Y'all, even for us in the wintertime, they're gonna keep that foliage. So we've got those. We have got, look at the oregano. She is blooming. Another great pollinator attractor. This is Drops of Jupiter. There are some wasps on here that are absolutely loving it. Some honeybees. So you get pollinators of all shapes and sizes. And again, you know, sometimes people freak out over the pollinators. When they're sitting here eating, they could care less what I'm doing. Now, unless I try to go in there and like grab them, don't do that. But there are some interesting ones in here. But they're happy, they're feeding. Think about you at a buffet. You don't care, you don't feel threatened. You've got all this food in front of you. Same thing with your pollinators. They're loving it. Of course, the panicle phlox. So we have got the luminary prismatic pink, nice tall phlox, that beautiful pink, and then the white, which is the backlight. So you've got that as well. Give you some height to the garden, beautiful flowers. That's what I love about phlox, is basically like you can have 3 different kinds of phlox and have this beautiful succession of phlox. So like in the early spring, we had that creeping ground phlox, earliest to bloom. Then you go to the opening act series, and so then that, I forget exactly what kind that's called. So you get that blooming, and then those are done, and then your paniculata phloxes start blooming. Gorgeous, love that. All right, let's move over here. Agastache is also a great pollinator attractor that is thriving in the heat. So we have both. This is Blue Fortune. Blue Fortune has been in this pot for a couple of years now. We have it here at the garden center, so you can get it 20% off. On Saturday. It loves the heat. Clearly, pollinators love it. And then we have, this is the Royal Raspberry. She probably needs to be in a little bit more sun. That's kind of why she's a little floppy right here. But meant to be Royal Raspberry is a beautiful, nice pink Agastache, doing really well. Of course, loves the pollinators, drought tolerant, great time to plant those as well. All right, so for my people, maybe you don't have the sun, or maybe you have some sun and you have some shade. So everything 20% off on Saturday. So you have got you've got hydrangeas, you have got the Fairy Trail Bride. These are ones that we started as courts and putting them in hanging baskets. You can leave it in a hanging basket if you want to for now, kind of put in a shadier area of your yard. It is putting on blooms, so you've got blooms here, and then come this fall you can take it out and plant it in the ground. I have some of the frescoes in a container. That's what I'm going to do. I'm enjoying them in a container now. Come fall, I'm going to add them to the landscape. So these have grown tremendously because these were quartz when we planted them. So you have got those. You have got hostas galore. I need you, okay people, I need you to come buy hostas on Saturday, 20% off, because there are some new introductions of hostas that Cece and I were talking about that we need to bring into the nursery. But you know how Jerry is with me and hostas. So in order for me to bring in new hostas, I got to get rid of some of these hostas. These are great, but I got to get rid of them because I got to make room. So do a sister a favor and come buy some hostas. So we got hostas. You have got like the, you've got the, what is this? The spider's web, 3 gallon, absolutely gorgeous. Eucharas, Pulmonaria, ferns galore, you name it. We got more Pulmonaria over here. We've got camellias. If you want flowers in your camellias this coming year, this would be a great time to go ahead and add them. So we have, this is the Raspberry Splash. We have not talked much about the Raspberry Splash. This is one that Mimi has in her garden because, of course, my mama, Mimi, has dry shade. Pulmonaria thrives in her garden, and she has Raspberry Splash. This is from our friends at Terra Nova. Great genetics at Terra Nova. And so what this is going to do is very profuse flowering, raspberry colored flowers, gorgeous. So my dry shade people, my shade people, Raspberry Splash, add this to your garden for sure. But yeah, just tons of options for you. If you come on Saturday, you more than likely are going to find me over here in the shade because it's very cooler over here. What else are we thinking about? Do we need to have anything else to talk about? This is a fast and furious. In the summertime, it's like, I'm quick, to the point, let's just get it done and show you. So if you have any kind of gardening needs, maybe you went to the beach, you went on vacation, you went somewhere and the neighborhood kid forgot to water that one container, or forgot to do this or forgot to do that, and you need to replace some things. This is a great time to do it, because Saturday, everything 20% off. Also, I'll say this, if you want to buy something, let's say you want to buy a camellia, but you're like, I don't want to baby it in the landscape. Go ahead and get it, put it in your stash, because you know we all have those garden stashes, right? Keep it watered, and then when the temperatures cool down, then you can plant it. I do that all the time. So we look forward to seeing you. Of course, we're open Wednesday through Saturday, minus Friday, because July 4th. We're closed on July the 4th. 9 to 3 this Saturday here at the Garden Center. Your entire order, 20% off. No matter what you buy, 20% off. Let me tell you this, my loyal customers who are part of the rewards program, you can do your 20% off, but we're not redeeming points, okay? So you will earn your points, but you're not going to redeem your points. We're not gonna combine 2 promos at the same time. If you wanna use your points, then you don't get 20% off. So you get to choose. I think you want the 20% off. You're still gonna get those points, just you're not gonna be able to redeem them on Saturday. So clarify on that. And then of course, online people get to shopping 25% off, because quantities are limited on some of these things, and so 25% off your perennials and your shrubs. All right, my friends, we're gonna go cool off. Actually, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna go have a staff lunch together, because one of our sweet viewers, she has done this a couple of times now. So she treats us to lunch out as a staff. Is that not the sweetest thing ever? So very sweet. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We are all getting ready to load up, and we are headed to a local restaurant. We're gonna have a fantastic whole entire staff lunch together. So, all right, my friends, if you have found this fun and informative, make sure you like and subscribe so you don't miss those 5 videos that we do each and every week. We're gonna go have fun together, hanging out as a Creekside family. We'll see you in the next video. Bye, friends.